All right. You are on time.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm not doing good. I look a mess. I got my bonnet on. I still got my big old t-shirt on. If I see you, you'll be scared. So you
No,
don't want
I
to see
would.
me.
Wait a minute. I had to sleep with my. These are like clip-in extensions.
Oh, that's cute.
Thank you. I had to sleep with a man because I had to take my daughter to the to a dentist appointment this morning. I said, now I either gonna go with my body on my head or I'm gonna sleep with these clips in my head. So I just wrapped it all up in my body and got up this morning and did this.
Well, you did a beautiful job. I'm telling you. If you listen, girl, if I hit this button for the video, you'll be screaming out through your house, and it looked like you got a patio. You were right, run straight through that. You be gone. So I don't want to scare you because you got a
Okay.
whole family.
I know. I know. It's
So,
okay.
so y'all doing okay? Speaking
We're
of
doing
family,
good. We're doing good.
good.
How are y'all doing?
I, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. This has been an interesting, I'm gonna say season because I'm not going
Yeah.
to, waddle in it, but it's pretty bad when you go through, taking care of your loved one, and then
Mhm.
you end up getting sick, and then he's sitting there in the room with you in a recliner, staying with you, and then now listen. I I was like feeling a certain kind of way. I'm like, Lord, this is not how I want to go out. And
Right. Right. Right.
both being wheeled out in wheelchairs. So
Mm.
that's not that's not a good thing.
No, it's
See, you're
not.
still young and stuff, so you can't
Woo.
even, make your brain even go there.
I can't, but my
So
body
I'm
be
just
trying to go
like
there.
praying, huh?
I said I can't, but my body be trying to go there.
Girl, don't even talk it. Don't even talk it into existence. So it's like it was. I really had a scare, but thank God I'm on the mends. I still feel weak,
Yeah.
but I haven't went back to work. I'm gonna kind of you know, get my, strength together and
Yeah.
then resumes with God's help. So
Yeah.
it's just a trip. I just couldn't believe everything. But you know what? That just goes to show you your life can change at a twinkle of an eye.
Yes, it can. Yes,
So,
it can.
I just like, you know, the only thing I can do is trust God, move forward and, do what he has me to do. That's
Yeah.
all I
Exactly.
can do.
Exactly. You were right about it.
So I am first of all, I want to thank you for sending me that link because I think I kind of said it. I didn't want to talk too
Oh yeah.
much during the meeting. But that was really good, listening to, you and your husband, and then that gentleman
Hmm.
that kind of, at the end kind of showed how like pre foreclosures and I assume tax
Yeah.
sales.
Yeah.
And that would be really good to kind of know that because even if I would go around and because y'all were talking about packets and try to figure out another way to, get in front of somebody, to try to help them.
Right.
That that right there would be something, a blessing too. But I just need, because I have fell off the horse,
Hmm.
I just need to get back on. And I feel like I was out of touch, out of reach, during the time that, I was taking care of James.
Hmm.
But is there anything that you would recommend for me at this time that I'm just trying to get back to normalcy? Um, I'm not working, my day job at the time because I'm too weak right now. So,
Yeah.
but I still feel like I could sit at
Yeah.
home and do something.
Yeah. Well, first,
So you just
what did
tell
they
me
say that?
what would you recommend?
But first,
Huh? Say it again, dear.
what did they say that was going on with you as why you're feeling so weak and whatnot?
Well,
Did
first
they
of
run
all,
tests?
first of all, I I need to lose weight. First of all, okay, I'm gonna say that. Um,
Same here.
but I have high blood pressure, and I take 4 medications. Okay.
Oh,
And then I sit up and turn around and and be eating the wrong things, first of all.
mm-hmm.
And so long story short, I on the 23rd, I was here talking to my husband. I just went to my doctor. Just went to my doctor that afternoon. Came home and I'm sitting there on the bed and talking to him. And I got up and I couldn't feel my right foot.
Mm.
I couldn't walk or anything. So that scared me to death. I really thought I was having a stroke. So
Mm.
that scared me. And I got up to walk. I almost fell. He caught me and set me back down. And I kept saying, "Oh Lord." And I kept taking my foot and, doing it like a pedal, like in a range of motion, and going up and back and forth and everything to get
Mm-hmm.
motion in it. You know how
Mm-hmm.
sometimes how you can sit on your, when you were a kid, you watching TV, you sit
Could have
on
fallen
your
asleep.
foot and feel like it
Mm-hmm.
went to sleep. Okay, this was worse. This was kind of like I have no feeling. I can't even put my foot down. I could not feel anything. And I'm just like tripping. I went in the bathroom. I start making myself walk around. So I start hopping around and I walked from the bed to the bathroom there. And I looked in the mirror to make sure you see if my face was drooped, to see, if I had signs
Mm-hmm.
of a stroke. But thank God I didn't. But anyway, long story short, I told him, I said, I'm not taking no chances because was able to walk and everything. Not good, dragging it a little bit. But I said, I don't know. Time is essence when you're dealing with something like this. So I went to emergency. They kept me. And so basically, long story is poor circulation. And basically, I need to have stronger arteries and veins, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on a statin, okay, and I don't really want to be on the statin, but it's supposed to help you with cholesterol. So with your,
Yeah.
your arteries that is pumping, blood, from your brain to your heart and all that, narrowing or clogging, you don't want none of that. So basically, long story short, I'm just trying to. I've been eating really clean on stuff that I hate, like beans. I'm doing beans and every.
Beans are good.
Girl, I miss.
Beans and lentils and spinach and
That's
kale. Those are all good.
but see, no, I have no problem with the vegetables. I have no problem with the vegetables, anything, but I never, my mother, she used to fix like hot water cornbread, ham, have
Mm.
chops of ham and white beans and everything. My father, he was from Kentucky. My mother's from Tennessee, and they two black country bumpkins. And I'm not gonna eat that,
Mm-hmm.
and so, but time goes on, I'm making myself. So here I'm calling myself doing it a little healthy, smoked turkey, white beans, and I did it in a slow cooker, with, herbs and everything. And so I have to say it didn't taste bad. And then I let the beans soak overnight and everything. So it
Mm-hmm.
didn't taste bad and everything. I fixed them before because he loves them. My husband loves them and stuff. But
Yeah.
no, I've been eating, baked fish and the whole 9 yards. I got books coming. Books. The lady just rung the doorbell a few minutes ago.
What books do you have coming? And it's not one of my books. You know I wrote a vegan book.
I didn't know
He
that.
get it. I wrote a vegan book. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And she don't have my book coming in the mail.
No, I didn't know. I
I'm messing with you, Lillian. You probably didn't know. I wrote this
listen,
book back
oh,
in
oh
2022,
my God.
and pardon my French, but it's called
You're
Fuck Fried
skipping out
Chicken.
there. I'm not hearing everything you're saying. I'm not hearing everything you're saying. You're skipping out. So
I said,
what is that? Is it what I think it is? Is
yeah, it
it what
is.
I
You
think it
don't have
is?
to say it.
F-U-C-K-A. I am writing this down. Is it an Amazon?
It's on Amazon.
Okay, I'm getting it today. You are silly. I cannot believe you. Are you serious?
And you have
That
to read my story of how I came up with the title, and it all comes based off of me losing my mom.
oh,
So I never grew up with the best eating habits, and she didn't have the best eating habits as well. So this was dedicated to her.
oh,
Hmm.
I'm getting that. I'm maybe that's gonna be my
Yeah.
attitude because I just placed them. I just have an order sitting in the cart, and I was sitting up trying to figure out to make it $25 or more. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So there it is. Oh my gosh!
So for
Yes.
all the people that like fish, because I like seafood too, it has
Oh
recipes
my
in
gosh!
here
Are
for
you
fish.
serious?
Yeah. Hmm. And then
Oh
you have
yeah.
your daily planner in the back.
Oh girl, nah.
Yeah.
I'm getting that. Thank you,
She said, is that what I think it says?
girl.
Yeah.
I didn't know if your baby was there or not, so I didn't want to
Oh no,
say it.
they're at school. No, they're gone.
Okay, I didn't want to say that in front of.
They
Oh,
know they don't see the book. I said, y'all better not repeat that back. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I'm
Oh
getting
my
ready to
god.
write an extension to this book
Oh
because
my
I
god.
lost a lot of weight just following my own cookbook. I had lost a lot of weight. I was literally
Bless
20
you.
pounds away from my goal of being under 200 pounds. And of course, I
Really?
relapsed and started eating meat again, just kind of doing a lot of emotional eating. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I gained like a lot of my weight back. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get back on back on track again. It takes a lot because you have to take control over your mind.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I'm getting ready to, as soon as I get started, at least if I can like really pull myself to do it for a whole full month, I know I can keep
You
going.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna
Yeah.
write my second book, and I can't tell everybody the title of that one, but I think everybody's gonna fall out with this title.
Girl, you are crazy.
Yeah.
I can't wait. As soon as I get on, I'm gonna add girl. I gotta get that. I gotta
Yeah.
get it. That is
It's
hilarious.
on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So
Okay, okay,
mhm.
okay. Well, thank
Man,
you so
you're
much. So,
welcome.
when did you write this book?
In 2022,
2022. Oh
during the
my goodness.
pandemic, my husband kept pushing me. He was like, "You need to finish this book." And I was just kept procrastinating. I finally just sat down like 2, 3 days straight and just finished it.
Wow.
Hmm.
So did you publish it yourself?
Yes, it's self-published.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, that is so cool. That's funny, girl. When I sent out my eyes bucked, I said, I know that's not. I'm not
But
gonna
what do you
say
think?
that.
What do you think about Kentucky Fried Chicken?
I
Right?
know. And you know what? That is horrible to say. To me, that's the best tasting chicken out
I
of
know.
a lot
That's what
of
we
them.
all grew up on. That and
I
turkey.
know, I know.
Mhm.
And my husband, every Tuesday, he's killing me up in here. Every Tuesday, he goes and get because I call it Fried Chicken
Stop
Tuesday.
it. You better
Girl,
stop it.
he's killing me up in here. So that
Let him
is
read my story.
hilarious.
Let him read my story in this book, and he gonna stop eating that chicken
I
every Tuesday.
am. That is hilarious. But oh my gosh. I am.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to get it.
Yay.
So that is something. I mean, my goodness, what all are you doing, girl? You just
A
got
lot.
everything. That's a blessing. That's a
Yeah.
blessing. There's nothing wrong with streams of income.
I'm just trying to please God. I'm just trying to do what He wants me to do, and I'm just trying to stay. I try to sit still a lot. I'm a homebody, so I'm at home a lot, and I
Yeah.
just try to like just sit still and let Him talk to me. Because I don't know what the day to day, is going to bring me, and I'm just like, I don't want to miss my mark. I want to, make sure I'm living out everything that you want me to do. If
Yeah.
it's getting out there to your people and speaking to your people, whatever it is, like, use me, but I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I get
Yeah.
it that you're trying to pour all these gifts into me, but I want it to be exciting and fun and adventurous. But I know it's going to take work, and it's going to be times where I'm going to have my downtime, and, you know, where things are going to seem impossible. And, I'm going to have my times where I'm going to doubt. I know that. I know all the bad stuff. But in the
Yes.
midst of that, I want to, just, I don't know, just want to just do my best and please him. That's it.
Well, that is really, I mean,
Yeah.
I seen your not your podcast, but I saw like a YouTube interview. You were interviewing my homegirl, and she's actually from Indianapolis, Vivica Fox. I
Oh,
seen that and
she's
everything.
talking about my home girl.
And everything. No, she is. She's from Indianapolis. I sit down with her mother for insurance. I received her mother
Oh,
as a lead,
wow.
and they don't call her Vivica, they call her Angie. And so, and it was just really nice just sitting there with her because we connected, because I worked at Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly's the company that made Prozac, and her
Uh-huh.
mother worked there too. That's where she retired. So we just connected. So it was just really cool just
Oh,
to hear the story and the background, and how Vivica got to the point that she, where she is now. And it
yeah.
was just really something, just hearing, like you said, like, when things are happening and stuff, you got your overwhelmed time, you got your bad time. She went through divorce, the husband and stuff, he wasn't what he's supposed to, be. And she had to pull up herself by her bootstraps and stuff and take care of her family, in a roof that was leaking rain, that kind of deal. You just do the
Right.
best you can until you can move forward. So it was just really something just to hear, I don't know. It was just really nice to see that interview. And you were
Yeah.
so professional. I said, look at her. I said, okay, I see
If
you.
I told y'all, I don't think I've ever shared with anyone the story. That was like my first, well, my second. I like walked into that like not even. You would have thought I've done numerous of interviews, red carpet interviews before that, but the one
That
I
was
did
good.
before that, I did it for my friend. She had a stage play, and she didn't have anyone to do the red carpet, and I was like, well, I'll do it. And I was like, I don't
That
know
was
what I'm doing,
so
but I'll do it.
no, that was
And
so good and
yeah,
professional. And
yeah.
and
So I
looked like
did
it was
that.
fun too.
And that
Wow.
opened up the door. She was like, "You did a great job at my play, red carpet. Will you be willing to interview Vivica Fox?" I said, What? Huh?" I did that as a favor. Now I'm walking into something like completely like huge. And I'm like, sure, I'll do that. And I didn't have
Wow.
any questions. I didn't have anything written down. I just did everything off the top of
Yeah,
my head.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was so cool and so
Yeah.
professional and everything. But you know what though? You have a gift, and also you love to talk, and you love to talk to people. So
Yeah.
you are a people person. So that right there, I mean, that is the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of money, because where do you get the money? From people.
Uh-huh.
And people gonna like you, so that that is that's a beautiful gift, because everybody don't like to talk to people.
Yeah.
Everybody
But
don't like to talk to people,
I
so
have my
you
moments to where I'm not a people person. I do have my moments, and I think a lot of people that are people persons, they have their moments to where they don't like to be bothered, and I have those moments too, where I'm like, I don't feel like talking.
well
I'm
well
good,
that's understandable. That's
yeah,
understandable too and stuff, because you know what though, you just can't continue in that, well, how can I say, mold, because you got to get yourself together in order to, be
exactly,
good to yourself and others.
exactly,
So just like they minister and stuff, and he always say, I have to go and get fed so I can continue to do what I need to do for people.
Right.
So you got to, get filled up too. You just can't keep on pouring out, it's just like a deposit, like a bank deposit. You got to put in order to, move forward. So
yeah,
I'm going to ask, what do you think I should do, my dear?
I have something for you. Hold
besides
that
buy this book.
Hold that thought, because I was
okay
before we started talking, and I want to make sure I give him his coffee.
Okay.
But I can still hear you.
Okay. So I can't wait to get this book.
It's gonna be fun. You're gonna love it. And the recipes are so much fun. I don't know if you can hear me, but one of our favorite recipes that we do in there is the kale chips. My son, that he will tear up those kale chips. He loves the kale chips.
Really? Because I've seen recipes. And really? And it just doesn't look advertised, because I sit up there and bought like this because I love Lay's potato chips. Plain is my favorite. And so that's something that I got, to get myself away from. But you know how you sit up and buy those sweet potato chips and, those vegetable chips? Them things was nasty. So I've seen the kale chip recipes. Huh? Say it again.
Because it's processed. Those chips that you buy, they're processed, so they have extra chemicals and ingredients in it.
Is that what make them so nasty? Oh my goodness, that they are horrible. So I can't wait, because I'm gonna try that kale. I just bought a bag of kale. I just can't wait to try that and everything. And so you said your little man, he loves it. Your little guy loves that.
He does. Hold on, real quickly. Yes. He on the phone with our business partner. I had to run that coffee back there to him. Yeah, our son, he loves the kale chips. I have to do him a special batch for him, because he doesn't like when I put the crushed peppers in it, because it makes it real spicy. But I'll just, I'll put a little garlic. What I'll do is I'll make sure my kale is dry, put olive oil over it, and then I'll get some like onion powder, garlic powder, and crushed pepper, and I'll put it in there, and I'll massage it and move it around, and I'll put it on that wax paper. What's that? Parchment paper.
Yeah.
And I put it in the oven, and I let them dry out, and that's where they start crisping up. And then when they come out, then I sprinkle a little salt, because it's good to sprinkle a little bit of salt on it when it's hot. That's why they sprinkle the salt at McDonald's on the fries as soon as they come out.
Yeah.
So you do that, and girl, we chomping on them and eating them, and I look up and they all gone.
Wow. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I can't wait to get this book now. You got me enthused. Now, you said that you lost your mom from what? Diabetes, heart, or what?
She was a diabetic.
Oh God.
But she was a diabetic, but she wasn't eating healthy, that's why I'm saying your husband eats chicken. If he eats chicken every Tuesday, after he reads my story in his book, he probably won't eat chicken anymore. Wow. And I'll go ahead and share it with you. We really didn't get a chance to do an autopsy because I guess that doctor wasn't in, so we had to kind of move forward with the funeral plans and everything. But the lady that did the autopsy, she did say that she was dark around this area, which means she probably had a heart attack.
Wow.
My sister and I, we're the ones that found her.
Wow.
And that was like, I couldn't talk about this. Like, if you were to ask me this like 5 years ago, I could not talk about it without like crying. But I'm strong now because I can tell the story. Yeah. And I tell the story in my podcast because I'm pre-recording my podcast right now. But I share the story. But that's how we lost her. And my sister was trying to perform CPR before the ambulance came. And I was like, I think she's gone. Her body was already cold. And when we looked on the before there was a plate flipped over. Like she likes to eat in her room in front of her TV, and it was a plate. And when I picked the plate up, it was chicken bone. So she had a box of chicken on the stove as well, chicken that she hadn't eaten yet. And so that right there, I took that moment, to grieve and to get out my anger, because for a long time I wouldn't even eat chicken. I was so pissed at chicken. I felt like the chicken took her. And so that's how I came up with the title.
What that? Oh my goodness, man.
Yep. Yeah. And till this day, I won't even go to the chicken place that she went to. What is the name of it? It's called, what is the name of that chicken place? It's got the little yellow chicken. Chicken Express, I think.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
It's here in Texas, but the name, I won't look there. I won't go there. I won't,
Oh, wow.
I will not. So,
how young was she?
She wasn't even 60 yet. She hadn't seen her 60th birthday. I think she was like 58.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. It was a tough time.
Yes.
It took, our family broke apart, of course. She was the glue to the family. So, we're not, everyone is kind of scattered now. No one's talking to anyone, and
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So you have a lot of siblings?
I have an older sister. I don't have a relationship. I have an older sister. I don't have a relationship with her. And I have a younger sister. We have the same dad. We didn't grow up together, but we're close. And she lives like literally like a mile away from me. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Well, man, that's something. I can't wait to get this book. So what do you think I need to do? Because you know what my goal and my prayer is, and I hope my goal lines up with God. I would love to have a couple of these by the end of the year, because I purchased this thing, I think, in February. And I would love to. So I know, besides calling, is there anything that you would recommend? Because I mean, you guys sit up there, I love to hear, how people set stories. Let me just say that. Okay. But I know that there was how can I say for the glory. I'm gonna say it like that. So I've heard you say, that you didn't want to call, you didn't want to do this, and you didn't want to do that. So kind of help me. I'm trying to, trying to do it, right. I before I had to, break off and start helping him and everything. I was like calling, what you guys were sending. Yeah. And then, like if I could leave a message, I would leave a message. And then I did what I heard your husband say one night: call again. So I turn around and call again. Yep, call again. I'm talking about that same period after leaving the message. And then I, would like send a text, So first of all, I got to set something up where I'm doing it consistently, because I wasn't doing it consistent. I want to do it, consistent. And what is the best way? It seemed like that one lady, I think her name is Jackie, and I'm not for sure if that's her name, but when she first came on, she was like, I kind of know about it, but I just need to know what to say. But it seemed like I was on a call before I couldn't get back on regular. She's taken off, so I don't know. I'll shut up and just let you, talk to me, and I'm taking notes.
Well, you already know the number one thing I'm going to tell you is make sure that you're calling.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Make sure you're calling and that you're following up. And when I say follow up, that doesn't mean call them every day. Shoot them a text ask them how their day is going, and that that you're just checking in to make sure everything is okay. Um, Sometimes you may have to tag one of us in, myself or Jason. You have to tag one of us in to help you close it out. It's probably because they just need to hear another voice or whatever the case
Mhm.
is. So you definitely want to know when the right time is to tag someone in. That's just like wrestling. When they're out there wrestling, they're fighting, boom, 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 and then they try
Right.
to find their partner to tag them in. Like, okay, I done had enough. I need to go take a break, get some water. So you have to kind of identify that point right
Okay,
there.
you're freezing up. I'm
Am I
sorry,
freezing?
dear. Hold on for a second. You're freezing up. Yeah, you're freezing up a lot and everything. So let me ask you this: when is the best time to tag you guys in? After how many calls and follow up in Texas?
I would say maybe after the third or fourth call, when it just seems like they're not responding back to you anymore. They're not responding back to your text messages. They're not answering your phone calls or returning your phone calls. Then that would be a good time to tag somebody
Okay, when they're not responding.
in.
Okay.
When it's just ghost. There's nothing going on. You're not hearing anything from them or anything.
Okay, so are you saying period, or I've had my first initial call? Are you saying nothing?
I'm talking about nothing. The first
Okay.
call is going to be the first call.
Okay. Okay,
Now
got
we've gone over that. Sometimes you may look up and they ready to move forward. That's like one in a million when that happens.
it. Mm-hmm.
But the first call is really just kind of letting them know, informing them, and trying to build some kind of trust factor with each other. Then
Okay.
your second call is just rapport, just building a rapport with each other. Your third call could be building a rapport. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about like after that, sometimes they just go missing. They won't
Mm-hmm.
answer your phone calls anymore. They won't respond to your text messages. They haven't signed yet, or you haven't even gotten to getting an email from them, which you're always supposed to try to get the email on the
Mm-hmm.
first call because you want to let them know, hey, can I send this information to your email? And allow
Mm-hmm.
them to look over the documents of what you're talking about or what you've already gone over with them. And then it'll
Okay.
it'll let us know. DocuSign will let us know if they viewed it, signed it, or whatever is going on over there. They'll let us know.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, this just really building a rapport until you can finally get them to move forward. And
Okay.
sometimes you may need to tag somebody in to help you move forward.
Okay. Okay. To move forward. Okay. Okay.
Like for example, Jackie, she's been trying to close a few of them for like almost it's going on a month now. She's spoken with
You are
them.
really freezing up bad. I wonder if it's my internet, because I got some extenders to hook in. I wonder if it's my can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, it must be on my end. I got some extenders from AT&T. I need to plug those in.
Oh, she got that old AT&T.
I know. I hate them, girl. I do.
They on
God help me. I do. I hate them. Don't get me started. But okay. But go ahead. I heard you say Jackie trying to
Yeah,
close something.
she's trying to close a few of her deals, and she she's built the rapport with them. She spoke with them on numerous occasions. Now it's like, okay, Karen, Jason, I need y'all. I need y'all to follow up with them because they're no longer answering my phone calls. They're not returning my text messages. It's been a week or two since I've heard from them. So then that's when we'll jump in and try to call from a different number, a different
Mm-hmm.
voice,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
kind of we'll say, hi, I'm Karen with Loyalty Road to Recovery. It seems like you've been speaking with Jackie in regards to your foreclosure property, the surplus that is due back to you. Is there any questions I can answer for you at this time for us to go ahead and move forward to get this paid out? And then just wait and let them talk.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. That's
Okay.
what we do on our end. Right now, I'm trying to close out one for another student. And me and her, she's waiting for her son to get out of jail. So me and her
Mm.
building the relationship with each other. And so I'm sure her son got out yesterday. So I'm not gonna call today. I had
Right.
already told her I wasn't gonna call today, and I told her I wasn't. I told her to focus on loving on her child when he gets home,
Right. Yes.
and I will circle back around at a later time. You
Right.
know, but for a minute she wouldn't answer my phone calls or my text messages before we had that talk. Like on Friday, we talked, and she
Mm-hmm.
wasn't answering my text messages. So being the person that I am, and that's why I tell everybody reach within your personality and just be you.
Yeah.
We talked and we laughed and we talked, and I said, now Gina, I said, you better program my number in your phone. I said, because I'm taking it I said, you will make, what did I say? I said, I feel offended that every time I call, you don't know who I am. And she started laughing, and I said, you think it's funny too. I said, we done talked on several occasions. We done had personal phone calls. We done quoted scriptures from the Bible. We done had Bible study. And then when I call, you don't know who I am. And so she just, she's like, okay, I'm programming you right now. I said, Miss Gina, if I call this phone one more time, and you don't know who next time you answer this phone, you better say, hey, Karen. And so she thought that was the funniest thing. But that's what I mean by building a rapport.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She's
Yeah.
gonna know who I am. And she knows who I am. It's just she's just not programming me in her phone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now, since her son has been locked up, I'm not sure he's not going to take any phone calls. I mean, she's going to probably direct him right to me, like, hey, this is the lady you need to speak with that I've been talking to since you've been locked up to go
Right.
get your money. So
Right.
I don't need to do anything further, but just follow up. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So, when I'm doing the calling, and let me just iterate because I'm writing notes here, and I'm kind of like doing it like kind of in a draft. So when I'm calling, then if I can, leave a message, okay, and then I'm hanging up and then calling again.
No, you call, they don't answer, you get a voicemail, hang up, then call again. Then
Okay.
because there's one or two things that can happen. They can answer on that second time you called, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can still leave a voice message.
Okay, so call, okay, no answer, hang up, and then call again and leave a voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. I'm doing it wrong then. See, I'm telling you, God help
And
me.
then in the text message, and then I text them too after I leave the message saying, "This is
Okay.
Karen. This is Karen, and I just finished leaving you a detailed message in regards to 123 Main Street. I'm not an investor. I'm not calling. I said I'm fully aware that the property was sold, and I'm calling in regards to funds that are due back to you. I'm sure that you're probably receiving a lot of overwhelming phone calls in regards to this, but the case was flagged and was brought to my attention today. I just make up stuff like that. It was brought to my attention today. It was flagged.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Can you send me this recorded 101 that we're doing today, please? Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No
wow.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
change my script up every day.
I hear that. And that's good. That's because you're seasoned and you know what you're doing. So let me understand the process because that'll help my mind as well. So basically, okay, I know these people have been foreclosed on because no payment, no mortgage. I know these people has went into a tax sale because they're not paying their taxes. So then basically so the property is being sold to a consumer.
We don't need to go into we don't need to go into detail who it was sold to. We just need to inform that it was sold at auction and it sold for more than what they owed. From that point of the conversation, they could go
sold at auction. Okay.
From that point that they could go on and say, well, I tried to save the house, or I was in the middle of a refinance or whatever. They'll go down and go say whatever they're going to say about it. But the simple fact, a lot of people have lost their home and they were in the middle of refinancing, or they're in the middle of getting a loan to buy it back. but that surplus is still there. And that's what we try to help them understand. But you don't have to do that. Just get the
Okay.
information to them, allow them to speak. That's what I'm starting to understand with a lot of claimants. They just want the opportunity to talk. So if there's an opportunity where they're talking, let them talk so you can get information from them. Because they'll tell you, oh, I had a mortgage, or this and this happened, or and so that helps us because once it gets to the back office, then we're able to verify everything that they were saying. So we always give the opportunity for the claimant to talk.
Okay. So then say like I get their email, send them the DocuSign documents, they're signed, and then they're sent to the back office. So is that back office coming to you guys or going to the attorneys?
The back office, what happens is the back office draws up the documents. All you need to do is get the email address from the claimant or where they want to receive the email. You don't have to tell them it's a DocuSign or anything. You're asking them, where can I send you this information and allow you time? You see how put the ball back in their court. Allow you time
oh my
to
God.
look over.
You are freezing up so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm missing out on what you're saying. This is getting on my nerves. I do got to do something. So you saying get the email, and then what do I do with this email? Do I give it to you guys for y'all to send the document?
Correct.
Okay. Send it to you guys. So am I sending that in the email that I have from you guys?
You can email us, you can fill out the JV agreement and send the JV agreement.
Okay. That's right. I got it. Okay.
That's what a lot of our students do. I know Jackie does that, where she'll put the winning bid, the published bid, the opening bid. She'll put the address, the claimant's name. It has all of that on the JV. I need to resend a revised one to everyone, but you fill that out, and then at the bottom it says notes, and you can write down their email address.
Okay.
Usually we don't talk percentage the first conversation. They'll ask, well, how much is this going to cost me? Well, it's not going to cost you anything. This is a free service. We do not charge you anything up front. If we are successful at getting your funds recovered, we do charge a agreed upon percentage on the back end, but you're never going to pay out of your pocket for anything for our services. And then they well, what is that? Well, typically we start at 35%. Then they'll come with their rebuttal. Oh, that's too much. Oh no, Well, what's comfortable for you? And just tell them the reason why we charge 35%, because that takes care of the attorney fees, administrative fees, any of the other, fees that come about. I said, and then you can always say, and then we have to verify that there are not any other judgments and liens that are standing in the way of your surplus, because that's going to have to be satisfied first before you paid out your surplus. Do you know of any other? Start asking questions now. Do you know of any judgments and liens that you may have? No, or yes, or whatever. Let them answer that. And then just move forward with that. Well, we typically, so what's uncomfortable for you? If 35% is too much, what's comfortable for you? And they'll say, oh, 20, 25, 30. And like, well, I can run this past my back office, but do you have an email address where I can send you the documents and you can look over, and then we can talk at a later time when you're comfortable with moving forward.
Okay.
Just like that. You just need the email address. We'll get the rest of the stuff. We'll get the copy of the ID, and we'll follow up with them to get them to sign, and that's like later down the line. Right now, your job is just going to be get that email, get it over to us so we can get it, drop the documents, send it to them through DocuSign. They have it right there in front of them. They're looking at it. Now your next follow-up will be the next couple of days. They've already seen the documents. They've had these documents for a couple of days. Now you're just kind of following up, just checking on them. You're not going to push the issue. Because I've already told you we're going to need your ID to get over to the attorney so we can verify that we're paying out the correct person, the right person.
Right.
I don't need to go back over that again, but I'm just checking on you. I just want to see how you're doing. And Is there anything else that you can assist them with? Is there any lingering questions that they may have? Because I want this to be a smooth process and I want you to understand what's going on. Um, I just want to let you know that you don't have to continue to take these phone calls because I know that you're probably still receiving a lot of phone calls from other companies. You can let them know that you've been helped. I just want to make sure that that you feel comfortable with moving forward. That's it. And then y'all just kind of go from there. Hey, well, how are you, other than that, besides business, how are you and the family doing? They gonna
Right.
talk. They want to talk. Oh, I'm just juggling, trying to get the kids back and forth to soccer practice. And oh yeah, I remember those days.
Right.
Yeah, just don't stress yourself out. Everything's gonna be okay. How many kids do you have? You're just kind of going into a whole different conversation now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay,
I know
man.
that was a lot, but it's really that easy. You have to think quick on your toes when you're talking
Yeah.
to them.
Yes.
Other than, you try to get it, get the conversation going without them hanging up.
Right. 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 Right.
You don't know what you're gonna get when you call. You don't
You
know if you're gonna get
you're
Angry
right.
George or Sweet Sally. you know. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I am going to so let me ask you this. So um so once I send everything over, you saying just do a follow-up, and then how often should I do that follow-up?
I would just do it, maybe every 3 days or something like that. And it doesn't have to be a call. So you can
Okay.
switch it up. It can be a call. If it could be a call if you have something you want to talk about. If you're gonna go
Right.
that angle where I went, like, other than business,
Right.
besides surplus, because we're gonna take care of that. That's good. How
Okay.
are you and your family? So that's the only time you will call.
Mhm.
Text, just, hey, I'm just following up to see how you're doing today. I hope you're having a good day. If there's any questions I can answer for you, or if you need to discuss anything or need something, explained to you, feel free to text me back or call me. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
So then I'll just wait to hear from you guys on the process of what you guys are doing, the attorney
We
and
get it
everything.
over once, like, let's just say, we'll call you and we'll say, hey, Lillian, they signed, Miss Sally signed, and now we need to get her ID. So make sure you follow up with her and let her know that we did receive her signed documents. And before we can get this over to the attorney, we need to make sure that we have a copy of her ID. You can take a picture with your phone or whatnot. And we need to make sure that we put that with your paperwork so the attorney can verify that you are who you are. So we're putting out the correct person.
So
And
I will forward that ID to you guys.
You'll have
Okay.
Sally send it to you, and then you will send it to us.
Follow up asking for ID. Okay. 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 Wow. Okay.
And then the next conversation after that, let's just say she sends you the ID and everything. You're pretty much good to go now, but you still have to be in that safe haven. Like, okay, I want her to continue to trust me. I want her to stay with us and stick with us until the end.
Right.
And Miss Sally, by the way, how would you like to get paid out? Would you like direct deposit or would you like them to cut a check?
Okay.
Better answer that question. Oh, well, I don't feel comfortable giving out my bank information. Okay, well, I'll let do you think that, with the attorney cutting you a check, if that'll be, work for you? Yeah, I think that'll work better. Okay, well, what name should we put and address should we put on that check?
Okay.
Where are we mailing this check to?
Okay. Or bank. Okay. So you saying our bank wire or bank draft? Okay.
Bank wire, not draft, because we're not
Okay.
drafting nothing out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm in insurance mode. Sorry about
No,
that.
you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Bank wire. Okay.
uh-huh.
And so what name? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. That kind of gives me a picture. I'm a visual person.
Yeah, I
What
am too.
name you want on the check? Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like a dream that is about to come true. So I am
Yeah.
thankful. Okay. Well, that's
Now, do you
great.
have old leads? So you've been with us since February.
I have, yes. Yeah, I
Have
was
you went
about
back
to.
to those leads in February and just started calling just to check to see if they've been paid?
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah,
I would
do
do that.
that.
Because y'all kind of said that last Thursday,
Mhm,
kind of. So yeah,
mhm.
I'll do that and go from there. And okay, that is so cool. All right, Miss Karen, you are very inspirational.
Oh,
And
thank you.
this and this chicken book, I can't wait to get it. And I'm gonna text you and let you know that I got it.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Please
whole
take
nine yards.
pictures.
Seriously, because I need something. I am. That is so funny. That is hilarious.
Thank you. My husband
You
said I
don't
didn't push
even
it
say
hard
nothing
enough.
about that. Like,
My husband said I didn't push it
huh?
hard enough. Like I didn't push it out.
You not. That's what I'm getting
Yeah.
ready to say. You don't even. I mean, you need to be
I
out here
didn't do it for,
promoting.
I guess I didn't do it for that. I guess that was my part of my grieving process, to be honest.
Okay,
Mhm.
got you. Everybody, listen.
Yeah.
All I can do is say, okay, God bless you,
Mhm.
because everybody grieve different.
Mhm.
And okay, got you, got you. So
Mhm.
basically, it's a tribute to your mom in a
Yeah.
way, and then plus it kind of like it helps me, and this may sound crazy to you, but I kind of like write to God in prayer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Journaling and everything. And
Yeah.
then also it helps me to look back, especially when he answered my prayers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm an old chick. So he answered the prayers, better than what I asked for. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, that sounds good. But still, okay, as you go on in this journey and everything, I know you're gonna write some more, but say this is part one to part two, part three, and part
Yeah,
four. And you gotta promote them and stuff, because
I am.
I'm serious. People need help in that. And I was so thankful the other day. This coach from, I guess it's from my insurance, I don't know, but life coach, she calls me, and then they're gonna have like a dietitian call me, next week and stuff, so I can start some kind of thing, because I
Mhm.
don't want to continue in this, situation, this lifestyle I have, fried
Mhm.
chicken Tuesday with this man up in here,
Mhm.
because I found my father dead from heart of the artery. He had a massive heart attack.
Mhm.
So I already know, when you said that, all I could do was, tear up, because I did the same thing. And that same day, I never will forget it, November the 18th, 1984, I was going to take him to his heart specialist that day. And he came over to my house and he died at my house.
Mm.
Back in, I had, because he said, no, I don't want to take a shower, I'll take a bath. And I hung his clothes in the bathroom and I ran the water. And I went back, and it was around Thanksgiving time, and my daughter was young, she was 9 years old. And I she kills me for this, but I did mother daughter dress. So I was sew some of our outfits. So I
Mhm.
was sewing in the other part of the room, waiting for him to come out of the bedroom so he can get in the tub and everything and take his bath and stuff, so I can go ahead and take him, to his appointment, 2 o'clock
Mhm.
appointment. And he didn't. I'm looking at Prices Right, just my Singer, sewing machine. And I said, let me go and check on him. About 15 minutes later, girl, he was dead as a doornail. And so
Mm.
I was like, that really got me. But it was crazy, because when I went to the door the first time, it was a trip. He kind of just like smiled and waved his hand. And I said, are you going to get up, Daddy, to take your bath so we can get ready? He just kind of looked at me, and I'm not lying. And, this probably sounds silly, but it looked kind of like slow motion in my eyes. And he just smiled. He just smiled, and a light was shining through over his head
Mm.
from the way the curtains were. although he had the room darkened, but it was like a light over his head. And it's almost like this light that I can see behind you on your patio door. It's kind of weird. And so I was like, dang, I said, okay. And I just kind of shook it off, went back to sewing. 15 minutes later, he was on the floor dead. So when you said that, I was like, and that right there, I should be walking a thin line and everything, because I knew how he ate. He loved meat. He loved to go hunting and couldn't wait to skin that rabbit, and the whole 9 yards, and all. Meat products are not good for us, so I really get it. So I'm gonna go, and thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For your help. I'm going to order this book. I can't wait to order this book. And moving forward. So I'll start all the way back to when you first started sending me leads. And I'll do that. Okay.
Jason coming through here making me turn cameras off and mute. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jason.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't want to intrude on wife and husband time. So thank you.
No, you're not.
I'll see you, girl. Have a good one.
All right, thank you. You're welcome.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.